comprehensive support and boost business opportunities for local hotels and entrepreneurs. The homestay policy addressed peak season accommodation shortages while empowering local households. We have established over 1,600 registered homestays in Kashmir division and 300 plus in Jammu division. We have partnered with J&K Bank to provide concessional assistance for such homestays, which will be popularized through our portals and J&K Tourism mobile app. Skill development and entrepreneurship form a core pillar of government's employment strategy in Jammu and Kashmir. We intend to launch a skill mission to equip our youth with superior skills. For this, skill and entrepreneurship framework will be developed, covering foundational skilling, internships, and industry-ready technical skilling. The mission will emphasize upgradation of polytechnics and ITIs, on-the-job training opportunities, and lifelong learning. The tourism and youth affairs sector has been allocated 472 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27, an increase of 61 crores from the revised allocation of 25-26. My government accords high priority to the preservation, restoration and promotion of our rich cultural and heritage assets, which are central to the identity, history and tourism potential of Jammu and Kashmir. During 26-27, provision has been made for completion of all ongoing projects under Phase 1 of the Heritage Revival, Restoration and Maintenance Scheme, and for fast-tracking the execution of approved projects under Phase 2 and Phase 3. I further propose to ensure comprehensive coverage of heritage conservation, including execution of heritage projects of the Tourism Department across Jammu and Kashmir and the value-based restoration of the Mughal-era Nishat Garden in Srinagar. I also propose to expedite the modernization of the SPS Museum, strengthen and modernize the public library network, and expand inclusive cultural infrastructure through establishment of new cultural centers at Bandipur, Shopaiya, Anantnag, Kishtwar, Udhampur, Poonch, and Budgam. In addition, enhanced budgetary support will be provided to the J&K Academy of Art, Culture and Languages to promote youth engagement through cultural programs and national initiatives, ensuring that our cultural heritage remains vibrant, accessible and future-oriented. The Culture Department has been allocated 109 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27. Despite the challenging environment, the industry sector recorded strong progress during 25-26, reflecting investor confidence. Since 2020, 2,227 industrial units in the organized sector, involving an investment of 15,940 crores and generating employment for 73,827 persons, have commenced production. Investment grounding reached an all-time high of 5,260 crores till December 2025. Under the new central sector scheme of 28,400 crores, 971 applications involving 14,292 crores were registered, with 87% of new and expansion units commencing production. Claims of 403 crores were approved under NCSS, taking cumulative approvals to 840 crores. For the 2026-27, amendments to the J&K Industrial Policy 2130 are proposed to sustain industrial growth post-NCSS, ensuring continued employment and income security. My government is taking decisive measures to support medium and small enterprises and facilitate ease of doing business. I propose to introduce a self-certification scheme for MSMEs under which enterprises will receive a single in-principle approval with a 3-year grace period for clearances, enabling them to start operations without procedural delays and compliance bottlenecks. I further propose to extend incentives to SIC MSMEs at par with new industrial units, so that viable enterprises are revived, existing jobs are protected, and business closures are prevented. Reimbursement of CGTMSE, Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises. Guarantee fees up to 10 lakh loans were approved with an allocation of 41.30 crores. Jammu and Kashmir secured the 5th rank in ease of doing business in November 2025. The first ever MSME health clinic was launched by IIM Jammu, covering 417 units, which focused revival plans underway for 70 sickness-prone MSMEs. MSME formalization surged, with Udyam registrations rising from 0.24 lakh in 2021 to 5.85 lakh in 25-26, and a target of 7.1 lakhs has been set by 2027. We received the National MSEFC Excellence Award for online and timely MSME dispute resolution. The startup ecosystem expanded from 69 startups in 2020 to 1,342 in 25-26, including 490 women-led ventures. A new startup policy was launched and 18 startups were sanctioned, seed funding of 20 lakhs each. Over 1,100 ideas were generated through boot camps and outreach. Enhanced allocations are proposed in 26-27 for upgrading infrastructure in existing industrial estates to support MSMEs. Startup support will be strengthened through high budgetary allocations, incubators and co-working spaces in Srinagar and Jammu. To sustain rural self-employment, higher allocation is proposed under the J&K Rural Employment Generation Program for the year 26-27. The handloom and handicraft sector provides direct and indirect employment for nearly 4.45 lakh individuals, primarily from economically weaker sections. GI certification capacity increased fivefold. 8 new crafts were GI registered in 2025 and 17 more are in advanced stages. We are strengthening QR code-based certification and testing infrastructure. We won the National ODOP Gold Award for the second consecutive year. Artisan credit card saturation is being pursued aggressively, with 21.06 crores disbursed to 1,011 artisans during 25-26. Our 4 artisans received national honours, including the Shilp Guru Award and the National Awards for Handicrafts. The industry and handicraft sector has been allocated 461 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27, an increase of 137 crores from revised allocations of 25-26. The Institute of Driving, Training and Research, or IDTR at Kot Balwal, will be made operational this year for professionalizing road safety in Jammu. The IDTR will be equipped with 7 automated driving tracks and state-of-the-art machinery, ensuring that every new driver is trained to the highest national safety standards. In parallel, the transition to automated testing stations, or ATS, is underway to ensure vehicle fitness and commuter safety while protecting the environment. This technology-driven approach involves electronic evaluation of brakes, suspension and emissions, replacing manual fitness testing. Registration certificates have already been issued to private operators, with the first ATS operational since September 25. The Inspection and Certification Centre at Samba will soon be commissioned to serve as a government sector hub for automated testing. JKRTC continues to provide uninterrupted transport for passengers and food grains and horticulture products, reinforcing its role as a reliable and resilient public transport and logistics provider. We need to strengthen inter-district transportation, particularly in rural and underserved areas, to provide reliable, comfortable and affordable services. The revival of Jammu and Kashmir Road Transport Corporation will be a key focus of 26-27. As part of a green mobility initiative under the PM E-Drive scheme, 200 electric buses are planned to be inducted, with an estimated investment of 350 crores, replacing aging diesel fleets with modern zero-emission vehicles. To further strengthen JKRTC's commercial and logistical capacity, 50 new trucks will be procured under SASKI funding of 75.70 crore. The transport sector has been allocated 21 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27. While we are blessed with unique mineral wealth, it is important that it is harnessed transparently and sustainably. Hence, we are implementing the integrated mining surveillance system in collaboration with BISAC-N. This system will enable satellite-based monitoring of mining areas, generate real-time triggers on illegal mining activity, and share this with enforcement officers for prompt verification and legal action. The first phase of IMSS has been operationalized, and over 110 triggers have been generated for technology-driven action for curbing illegal mining. To strengthen on-ground enforcement, e-challan machines have been introduced in collaboration with J&K Bank for issuing on-the-spot challans to violators. The first ever auction process for the 7 limestone mineral blocks in Jammu and Kashmir marks a significant step in implementing mining reforms. This will enable transparent digital auctions for mineral resource allocation and boost our revenues. The mining sector has been allocated 4 crores under capital expenditure, an increase of 2 crores from the previous year. Significant upgradation of health infrastructure in the recent years has improved public healthcare delivery and medical education. More than 4,000 health infrastructure facilities have been developed, including 15 medical colleges, 2 AIIMS and 2 state cancer institutes. The new 160-bedded block at the Bone and Joint Hospital, Srinagar, with a cost of 140 crores, has been operationalized since July 2025. The commissioning of the 100-bedded Mother and Child Care Hospital at Lamberi, Rajouri, upgradation of SDH Bilawar to a 100-bedded facility, construction of a 50-bedded hospital at Sundarbani, upgradation of the 100-bedded hospital at Naushera, and the 125-bedded district hospital at Reshipura, Badgam has been accelerated. To strengthen diagnostics, the process for installing 1.5 Tesla MRIs in the new GMCs and 3 Tesla MRIs at GMC Jammu, GMC Srinagar and SKIMS has been initiated. Installation of CT scan machines is underway in major hospitals like DH Badgam, SSH Srinagar, DH Poonch, SMGS Jammu, CD Hospital Jammu and SMHS Srinagar. This initiative will be further expanded. PET scan facilities will be installed at GMC Srinagar and extended to GMC Kathua during 26-27 to enhance cancer diagnostics. Mobile medical units and mobile dental units are proposed to improve outreach in far-flung areas. The Sehat app has been launched to enhance healthcare delivery by integrating services, providers and patients on a single digital platform. More than 16 lakh users have started seeking benefits on this app. Digital health and remote care are being upgraded with provision of 32 crores for establishing 80 telemedicine centers and enabling clinical consultation in far-flung regions. De-addiction OPDs are functional and 6 new facilities are under construction to expand de-addiction support. Construction of homeopathic college at Rakh Hoshiari, Kathua and Ayurvedic College at Amargarh, Sopore will commence in 26-27 to expand Ayush education and care options. All 523 Ayushman Arogya Mandirs dedicated to Ayush services have been fully operational across Jammu and Kashmir, providing Ayush therapies and preventive health interventions. Ayush infrastructure has been expanded by commissioning the 10-bedded integrated Ayush hospital at Jammu and Government Ayurvedic Hospital at Kulgam. Medical education has been strengthened. During the current year, 548 medical seats will be added, comprising 340 MBBS, 128 PG, 34 PG Ayurveda and 46 DNB seats. AIIMS Kashmir will be commissioned by June 2026. GMC Srinagar and GMC Jammu have each been allotted 20 additional MBBS seats. Further, GMC Doda, GMC Anantnag, GMC Baramulla and GMC Kathua have been allotted 50 additional MBBS seats, thereby expanding pool of medical professionals. Quality nursing education will be enhanced through creation of trained manpower in 10 nursing colleges. With the unprecedented approval of 240 MBBS and 120 PG seats, infrastructure of all GMCs will be strengthened in the financial year 26-27 with a budget of 216 crores. The health and medical education sector has been allocated 1,866 crores under capital expenditure. Path-breaking reforms have been undertaken in the education sector to ensure comprehensive implementation of the national education policy. To strengthen early childhood education, pre-primary classes have commenced in 15,550 schools. We provisioned 30 crores for establishing 5,000 kindergartens with child-friendly infrastructure. In 25-26, 1,735 kindergartens were set up, 7,672 schools received child-friendly furniture, Additionally, 188 modern kindergarten buildings costing 122 crores have been sanctioned under Samagra Shiksha. School infrastructure is being upgraded with 396 schools being developed as exemplar schools under PM Shri. Further, 762 additional classrooms worth 160 crores have been approved. To promote future-ready learning, ICT facilities will be established in 2,036 schools. 4,200 smart classrooms are being commissioned under Samagra Shiksha and PM Shri. Innovation capacity is being expanded with the ongoing 172 Atal Tinkering Labs and proposed 500 ATLs. Skill-linked education and governance reforms are progressing in parallel. Vocational education has been introduced in 554 schools with 2,294 vocational trainers. Further, 2,214 vocational trainers are under implementation. Teaching capacity is being enhanced with 594 lecturer vacancies being referred for recruitment. Further, 2,217 schools are being solarized. To enhance monitoring and learning outcomes, District Vidya Samiksha Kendras are being set up for educational analytics. The reforms launched by our government have led to significant improvements in school education results in 25-26, with Class 10 and Class 12 pass percentages reaching roughly 85%, marking one of the best performances in recent years. Key improvements include increased high-performing girls student passing rates of 86% and a notable rise in government school performance. My government is undertaking crucial initiatives in higher sector education to make our youth skillful and competitive. The 4-year undergraduate program is being universalized in all degree colleges. Records of 34.50 lakh students of class 10, 11 and 12 have been uploaded on DigiLocker by J.K. Bose as part of the Digital Transformation Initiative. Additionally, 74 government degree colleges were upgraded with NAC accreditation to enhance quality of education infrastructure in Jammu and Kashmir universities is being strengthened with support under RUSA 1 and 2. The key initiatives and priorities of the Higher Education Department will aim at development of classrooms, laboratories and libraries for universities, colleges and improvement of autonomous affiliated colleges and development and upgradation of their sports infrastructure. All colleges in Jammu and Kashmir are offering access to National Digital Library of India for faculty and students. Under the Sustainability Initiative, 494 buildings are proposed to be solarized at a cost of 50 crores. During the next financial year, 26-27, 5 college buildings at GDC Kakrayal, Katra, GDC Zainapura, GDC Vailu, Larnu, GDC Tulel, GDC Cheneni and Architect College of Engineering, Jammu shall be made functional. Further, construction of buildings at GDC Frisal, Kazigund, Darhal, Verinag and Majalta will be completed during 26-27. The capital projects of government degree colleges at Kunjwani, Mandi, Ajas, Dadu Basantgarh, Marhin, Ramkot and Batot are being accelerated. A policy for establishment of private universities is being finalized to increase access to higher education and boost creation of skilled workforce. 4 research hubs in Jammu division and 3 research hubs in Kashmir division are being upgraded to expand research capacity in line with NEP aspirations. To build a stronger research ecosystem, 22 lead research colleges have been identified for equipping them with laboratories and academic infrastructure in alignment with NEP standards. The school and higher education sector has been allocated 1,513 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27. We will be undertaking a path-breaking initiative in science and technology sector by investing 30 crores to operationalize 2 non-functional industrial biotechnology parks at Kathua and Handwara. This will leverage institutional partnerships with SCOS Jammu and SCOS Kashmir and help these parks transform into vibrant research and entrepreneurship hubs by equipping them with advanced instruments and qualified scientific staff. This biotechnology innovation ecosystem will generate 1,000 crores in economic value and create high-value scientific jobs. Under PM Kusum, 5,000 solar agriculture plants have been installed, covering nearly 14,000 acres with capacity of 14 megawatts. This will result in annual average savings of about 18,000 rupees per farmer. An allocation of 20 crores is proposed under PM Kusum 2.0 for expansion of solar-powered agriculture pumps to reduce diesel consumption. In the government sector, 2,725 buildings have been solarized with capacity of 39 megawatts, yielding substantial fiscal savings. Further, 13 small hydropower projects with capacity of 35 megawatts are under implementation through IPP mode. To ensure inclusive clean energy transition, I propose saturation of 100 tribal villages as solar villages. We will distribute 15,000 smokeless cook stoves and 11,200 solar home lighting systems to improve energy access and health outcomes in tribal areas. We are currently supporting 274 ongoing research and development projects and providing 130 scholarships to students from plus 2 level up to PhD for supporting higher education and research. To develop skilled manpower in emerging sectors, we propose skilling and placement linkages for approximately 2,000 youth in renewable energy, clean technologies and biotechnology. A major initiative proposed is the establishment of hydro-solar parks of 15 megawatts each to provide turnkey infrastructure for utility-scale solar deployment. This will reduce project risk and enable faster commissioning of solar projects. To accelerate clean technology adoption, we propose expansion of EV charging infrastructure, including solar-based charging stations and solarization of feasible government buildings. The science and technology sector has been allocated 177 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27, an increase of 42 crores over the previous year. My government is prioritizing youth development through an integrated approach to sports, culture, fitness and civic engagement. Modern sports infrastructure is being developed to ensure a bright future for young athletes. So far, 2 centers of excellence and 92 Khelo India centers have been established. Digital enablement will be operationalized to scale youth registrations on the My Bharat portal from 5.5 lakh to 20 lakh. We aim to build a digital athlete ecosystem with unique IDs, performance dashboards, verified certificates and tracking from grassroots to elite levels. A structured tournament pathway have been institutionalized and over 15.39 lakh students now participate at various levels, leading to 2,500 athletes representing J&K at the National School Games. Jammu and Kashmir successfully conducted the 5th edition of its flagship winter sports program, reinforcing its position as India's premier sports capital. We also hosted the first ever Khelo India Water Sports Festival, giving fresh momentum to rowing, kayaking and other water-based disciplines. The hosting of the 3rd Asian Pencat Silat Championship with participation of about 300 athletes from over 12 countries showcased J&K's organizational excellence. J&K athletes have delivered strong results with 11 gold, 9 silver and 18 bronze medals at the 69th National School Games and notable performances at international events including the Paris 2028 Paralympics. Over 29 lakh youth engagements were ensured up to December 2025. With large number of sports activities including 1 national event, 20 UT level championships, 5 major leagues and 338 community sports programs. Alongside flagship events such as the Jammu Cyclothon, Football and Cricket Premier Club Cups, South Kashmir Volleyball League, Snow Festivals and the 6th Khelo India Winter Games 2026 in Gulmarg and Srinagar. The sports and youth affairs sector has been allocated 155 crores under capital expenditure for 2026, an increase of 17 crores over the previous year. Employment generation through entrepreneurship is a key priority of this government. To systematically promote self-employment across Jammu and Kashmir, we have launched Mission Yuva as a mission mode initiative anchored on the 4C framework of culture, capacity, capital and connectivity. Mission Yuva has achieved wide and deep grassroots outreach. The Mission Yuva app has recorded 2 lakh downloads with applications received from nearly 95% of panchayats across the Union Territory. So far, about 7,000 applications have been received and 55,000 DPRs have been prepared through a strong institutional framework at the district level. 27 business development units at the district level, 80 business helpline desks at the sub-divisional level, and 2,000 Yuva Doots at the grassroots are actively hand-holding applicants, supporting them through the entrepreneurial journey. As a result of this structured approach, 47,000 applications have been approved by the district level implementation committees. 16,500 enterprises have been sanctioned by banks, with nearly 800 crores already disbursed in the first year of this scheme. Another 2,000 applications are under active processing with banks and are expected to be sanctioned shortly. Applications returned by the banks are reprocessed through a facilitative non-rejection mechanism supported by a dedicated business helpline. Capacity building remains integral to Mission Yuva. Over 8,000 entrepreneurs have completed structured training, while another 5,000 are currently undergoing entrepreneurship development programs. To ensure transparency, efficiency and accountability, Mission Yuva is supported by a comprehensive end-to-end digital dashboard enabling real-time monitoring of applications and outcomes. The Mission Yuva app functions as a one-stop digital platform for aspiring entrepreneurs, and it is already operational. In the coming year, the government will further scale up Mission Yuva through convergence with skilling, credit and market linkage initiatives supported by adequate budgetary provisions. Transforming the skilling ecosystem in Jammu and Kashmir forms a core pillar of the government's employment strategy. A comprehensive 4-track skill and entrepreneurship framework has been adopted, covering foundational level skilling at school level, a career launchpad for youth through minor skilling alongside graduation, internships, placement support, and accessible coaching. Industry-ready technical skilling through restructuring of polytechnics has been proposed under the proposed skill university, upgradation of ITIs through PM Setu, and strengthening of on-job training under PM NAPS is also underway. These tracks will be enabled by a robust ecosystem comprising structured placement mechanisms, career guidance, and other assistance. 5 new ITIs will be developed as hub ITIs under the new central scheme, which will serve as specialized centers for advanced technical training, high-end skilling and industry-linked vocational education. To further improve labour welfare and grievance redressal, a toll-free helpline, Shram Mitra, has been established to provide timely support to workers. Infrastructure for labour mobility and social security is being enhanced through the construction of new labour sarais at Wanpo, Anantnag and in Rajouri, along with upgradation of Labour Sarai Kathua to provide safe night shelter for migrant labour. Additional labour sarais at Washbug, Pulwama and Badgam, a model labour sarai at Naushera are also in the pipeline. The labour and employment sector has been allocated 244 crores under capital expenditure, an increase of 98 crores from the previous year. My government remains committed to the resettlement and welfare of Kashmiri migrant families. We are accelerating the construction of 6,000 transit accommodations for Kashmiri migrant government employees. As on date, out of 4,096 completed flats, 3,250 flats have been allotted. During the current financial year, 944 flats have been completed, and we propose to complete the targeted 1,200 flats during 26-27. The POJK Bhavan at Suketar, Jammu is targeted for completion during 26-27. Once completed, it will emerge as a powerful tribute to resilience of the displaced persons from POJK and West Pakistan. Multi-purpose community hall at Jagti Mini Township, Jammu will soon be commissioned to advance the welfare of migrant communities. My government also remains firmly committed to ensuring dignified living conditions and seamless access to essential services for migrant families. In this direction, we aim to improve the civic and utility services in migrant colonies at Jammu and all transit camps. We aim to extend the benefits of Ayushman Bharat or the Sehat health insurance scheme to migrant families. We will strengthen the digital service delivery to simplify and expedite access to essential documentation for migrants. A dedicated online platform has been established for issuance of key certificates for migrants and for registration and grievance redressal related to migrant properties. I am pleased to share that through this digital initiative, over 1.64 lakh domicile certificates, 36,541 migrant certificates, 2,325 RBA certificates, 1,597 EWS certificates, and 2,789 income certificates have been issued to Kashmiri migrants. Additionally, 14,619 registration certificates have been issued to Kashmiri migrants and displaced persons from POJK, ensuring employment for the migrant community. Smart PDS has been initiated for rollout in 26-27 to strengthen service delivery, curb leakages, and enhance transparency in the distribution of essential commodities across Jammu and Kashmir. As an important measure of social protection, the government has started providing 10 kg of free ration per person to all AAY beneficiaries from 1st April 25, thereby ensuring enhanced nutritional support for the most vulnerable households. Additional food grains are already being supplied free of cost to eligible AAY beneficiaries as promised. Further, fair price shops are being upgraded to improve accessibility and streamline distribution, reinforcing our commitment to an efficient, inclusive and citizen-centric food security architecture. The food and civil supplies sector has been allocated 331 crores under capital expenditure, an increase of 57 crores from the previous year. My government aims to enhance tribal welfare in a holistic fashion by strengthening their education, housing, rural infrastructure and livelihoods. At present, 28 tribal hostels with a capacity of about 2,900 students are providing free boarding, lodging and education. Additionally, 26 hostels are under construction. We will commission 10 such hostels. In the coming months. Six Eklavya model residential schools are functional and over 260 smart classrooms have been established. Pre-metric and post-metric scholarship schemes continue to benefit ST students and improve retention and educational access. Under the Dharti Abha Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan, 393 tribal majority villages across 20 districts have been covered, with 39.21 crore released during 25-26 for infrastructure and allied works. Livelihoods are being strengthened through 1,500 mini sheep, goat and dairy units, along with 10 milk villages and 3 milk chilling plants. For nomadic transhuman tribes, 7 transit accommodation units are under construction along migration routes, of which 2 are already complete. Janjatiya Gaurav Divas was celebrated at Mender in Poonch district, a frontier border district of India, on the 15th of November 2025 to commemorate the 151st birth anniversary of the revered tribal freedom fighter Shri Birsa Munda. The Tribal Research Institute at Khimbar, Srinagar is supporting evidence-based policy through surveys, baseline surveys, etc. The Forest Rights Act cells are being established at UT and district levels with an outlay of 3.77 crores to ensure effective implementation of forest rights. The Tribal Affairs sector has been allocated 235 crores for capital expenditure for 26-27. We have expanded social security coverage for vulnerable and financially distressed households through the ISSS and National Social Assistance Program. In 25-26, the scale of pension was enhanced and new eligible members were added. My government increased the monthly pension rates from Rs 1,000 to Rs 1,250 for beneficiaries below 60 to 1,500 for those 60 to 80 and to 2,000 for those 80 and above. The number of elderly persons, widows and persons with disabilities covered by social pensions was increased from 7.35 lakh in March 2024 to 10.19 lakh in January 2026. Of these, 8.83 lakh beneficiaries are under the integrated or the ISSS and 1.3 lakh are under the NSAP. The annual pension outlay was enhanced from 1,209 crores to 1,755 crores, ensuring greater financial security and dignity for most vulnerable citizens. We will work with the central government to increase the disability pension further by 25%, benefiting over 1.62 lakh pensioners. In 2025-26, the financial assistance under the marriage assistance scheme was enhanced from 50,000 to 75,000 rupees for poor girls from AAY families. The earlier requirement of being an 8th class pass was also relaxed to saturate the coverage of the scheme for all eligible girls. As a result of these reforms, the number of beneficiaries increased from 26,000 in 24-25 to 44,302 in 25-26, with expenditure amounting to 234 crores as of December 2025. Inclusive education will be strengthened through special schools for specially able children at Baramulla and Anantnag. The composite home at Nainil Anantnag will soon be operational. The halfway home at Gandarbal will strengthen rehabilitation and reintegration services. The SC/ST building at Muthi is scheduled for inauguration in April 2026. My government is committed to strengthening financial security for girl children through the Ladli Beti scheme. Since its inception, the scheme has grown from just 16,095 beneficiaries in 17 to 1.92 lakh girl coverage enrolled by late 2025. Under NRLM, 96,000 self-help groups have been formed, mobilizing over 7.84 lakh rural households to foster savings, credit access, and enterprise development. We have successfully implemented free ridership for women on all government-owned public transport, including smart city e-buses and JKRTC services from April 2025. The ridership of women in such buses has jumped substantially, providing secure, green and convenient transport for women. This has been a path-breaking reform, making J&K one of the few regions in the country to operationalize zero-fare travel for women. The social welfare sector has been allocated 170 crores under capital expenditure. We have witnessed the devastation caused by natural calamities in the recent past. Hence, the government is emphasizing on disaster mitigation and preparedness. For building resilience to future disasters, my government has, for the first time, started building a disaster risk mitigation fund with an initial corpus of 39 crores. I am pleased to share that the guidelines for the disaster risk mitigation fund are being finalized. Under the National Landslide Risk Mitigation Program, 6 priority projects have been identified for undertaking timely mitigation measures. The Sakoon 2.0 platform has been digitized. The entire disaster relief process, replacing manual procedures with an end-to-end online system. Relief disbursement timelines have been reduced from 5 to 6 months to 15 to 20 days, ensuring transparency, accountability, and direct benefit transfer. The disaster management sector has been allocated 351 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27. To enhance institutional capacities and policy framework, we have partnered with IIM Jammu to make the Center for Innovation and Transformation in Governance operational. It has started work on skill development plans, PPP policy, FTI policy framework, etc. Jammu and Kashmir has made significant progress on sustainable development goals, and as per Niti Aayog's SDG India Index, Jammu and Kashmir has emerged as one of the fastest improving UTs in the country for sustainable development goals. The planning sector has been allocated 331 crores under the capital expenditure for 26-27, an increase of 16 crores from the revised allocation of the previous year. We have developed a forward-looking power sector plan to achieve round-the-clock electricity supply for all consumers by 27-28. This strategy addresses generation, transmission, distribution, and reforms for ensuring sustained energy security and long-term financial viability. We have started taking decisive steps on all these dimensions. 4 major hydro projects, Pakaldul, Ratle, Kiru, and Kwar, with a combined capacity of 3,014 megawatts are under rapid execution. We have leveraged the SASKI funding to provide our share of equity for these projects in an accelerated fashion. We have finalized a comprehensive renewable energy policy for 26-27 encompassing solar, wind, rooftop wind and battery energy storage systems under PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. 16,816 households have been solarized to provide free and clean electricity. Further, government buildings have been solarized aggressively I am happy to inform the House that the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has sanctioned the installation of rooftop solar systems of 2 kilowatts each at 2.22 lakh AAY households under the RESCO model. Special initiatives are being taken for strengthening power infrastructure along the Baltal and Pahalgam axis for the Amarnath Yatra through permanent underground cabling for ensuring uninterrupted and safe power supply. For strengthening transmission and distribution infrastructure, a record 5,708 MVA of capacity has been added to the distribution sector and 4,239 to the transmission sector over the last 5 years. My government is also focusing on loss reduction, service improvement and enhanced consumer satisfaction. For this, installation of new and augmented distribution transformers, comprehensive HT-LT network improvements, strengthening of receiving stations, sub-transmission lines and electrification of unelected households in remote areas such as Kathua, Poonch, Rajouri, Gurez and in Bandipur is being undertaken. We are installing smart meters to reduce AT&C losses and under-recovery in the power sector. Already with the installation of 10.44 lakh meters, losses have been reduced by 9% while revenue has increased by 16%. During the last winter, the peak demand of 3,157 megawatts was met in December 2025. This year, J&K registered an all-time high peak supply of 3,362 megawatts. We have successfully improved the continuity of supply by reducing curtailments. The power sector has been allocated 1,718 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27. With commissioning of the Udhampur-Srinagar-Baramulla rail line, Kashmir has been connected with the rest of the country through all-weather train services, fulfilling a long-cherished dream. The first ever Food Corporation of India food grain freight train connecting Kashmir with the National Freight Network has been operationalized. Expansion and modernization of Jammu Tawi railway station and Jammu airport are progressing steadily. Jammu and Kashmir's road network is witnessing massive upgradation with an investment of 16,528 crores in construction and upgradation of expressways, national highways, two ring roads for Jammu and Srinagar city. 3 tunnels including Sonmarg have been completed, while 8 tunnels including the Zujila tunnel are at an advanced stage of completion. I express my gratitude to the central government for sanctioning 19 new national highway projects estimated at an estimated cost of 10,637 crores to further strengthen connectivity. Under PMGSY 4, 2,400 unconnected rural habitations in Jammu and Kashmir will be connected. During the year 26-27, I propose to undertake macadamization and blacktopping of nearly 3,500 kilometers of roads. This will be achieved through multiple flagship programs including PMGSY, Central Road Fund, Infrastructure Fund, NABARD, Cities and Towns, Pothole-Free Roads, SASKI and other programs. Smooth and more reliable road connectivity is what we have promised and what we will deliver. The public works sector has been allocated 4,061 crores under capital expenditure, an increase of 333 crores from the revised allocation of last year. In fulfillment of the commitment to provide clean tap water to every household under the Jal Jeevan Mission, more than 15.62 lakh rural households, or 81%, have been successfully provided with pipe water connection. Additionally, Har Ghar Jal certification has been achieved in 867 villages, marking significant progress towards universal water coverage. We will work with the central government to expedite the ongoing JJM works after verifying due diligence and source sustainability of all works. A water supply project at AIMS Avantipur costing 54.58 crores will create 1,600 KLD capacity for operational needs. Work on phase 2 for drawing surface water from Jhelum and water supply project at AIIMS Vijaypur have also achieved significant progress. Under UT CAPEX, 393 water supply schemes have been completed out of the planned 810 schemes, improving potable water access. Additionally, the Lar Canal project in Gandarbal, costing 25 crores under NABARD RIDF 30-24-25 is under execution. The Shapur Kandi Dam project has made significant progress since 22nd September 25, regulated gravity flow of water has commenced, with the canal presently conveying approximately 150 cusecs. My government has significantly expanded irrigation coverage under the Command Area Development Program, benefiting over 2.25 lakh hectares of cultivable land and extending irrigation access through ongoing projects. I am happy to note that the department has received central funding in flood control sector, which was pending for the last few years. To improve water efficiency in rain-fed and vulnerable areas, activities under the watershed development component of PMKSY 2.0, including land leveling, contour bunding, check dams, farm ponds and drainage lines, are being implemented. The Jal Shakti sector has been allocated 2,558 crores under capital investment. My government accords high priority to sustainable urban transformation through improved civic services, affordable housing, environmental management and institutional reforms. 227 smart city projects have been commissioned to give a massive fillip to urban infrastructure in Jammu and Srinagar. 200 e-buses are now operational. 200 additional e-buses are being procured. To strengthen wastewater management, new SBM projects are being undertaken, new STPs are being created, and a cluster-based approach is being adopted. Under Amrut 2.0, 90 projects in water supply and sewage sector worth over 1,000 crores have been approved, of which 17 have been completed and 67 are under execution. Bioremediation of 28 lakh metric tons of legacy waste is targeted for completion in our major cities. For integrated waste management, Srinagar city has been selected under CIT IIS 2.0 program. An action plan of 67 crores has been formulated for 700 TDP pre-processing unit. Under pollution abatement of water bodies, projects amounting to 358 crores have been undertaken. In the sphere of urban planning, 25 Class 2 towns have been approved for GIS-based master plans with assistance of 22 crores under Amrut 2.0. Housing for all remains a key priority under PMAYU 1.0. 42,585 beneficiaries stand approved, out of which 34,734 dwellings have been completed. Under PMAY 2.0, 26,582 applications have been registered, of which 2,522 houses have been sanctioned. To improve urban infrastructure, investment is being made in parking spaces, bus stands, urban roads, sewage, drainage, slaughterhouses, civic infrastructure. Multi-level car parking facility construction is underway in Jammu, Ramban, Doda, Udhampur, Kishtwar, Kathua, Samba, Riasi, Shupaiyan and Bandipur. Additional parking projects at Baramulla and Vijaypur bus stand and bus stands at Bandipur and Samba are also in the pipeline. A flagship recreational initiative includes the development of an 11.64-acre water park at Jagti Nagrota in PPP mode, comprising water rides, resort, retail and family entertainment infrastructure. This will be an important addition to Jammu's tourism infrastructure for the future. Integrated Command and Control Center has been made live with integrated data center, intelligent traffic management, emergency response system, environmental sensors, etc. The housing and urban development sector has been allocated 2,809 crores under the capital investment. My government aims to ensure efficient and accessible justice delivery through the development of quality judicial infrastructure, construction of a new High Court complex in Srinagar, The mega project of 908 crores will be accelerated during the financial year 26-27, strengthening judicial infrastructure. Our government is steadfastly pursuing the construction of the state-of-the-art legislative complex in Jammu to replace the century-old facility at the Civil Secretariat. We have also started implementing the National E-Vidhan application project. It is being operationalized in phases. The NEVA project will include procurement of network equipment, desktops and other IT equipment to make the assembly functioning truly paperless. The government remains committed to establishing a national law university in J&K to advance legal education, promote research and contribute to institutional reforms. The Law and Parliamentary Affairs sector has been allocated 257 crores under capital expenditure, an increase of 17 crores under the previous year. We are working on significant upgrades to the J&K State Data Center. The hiring of Migrant Cloud Services is in process. Migrant will provide infrastructure platforms, software and storage to government departments, enabling optimized ICT spending. It will also ensure data residency and robust security standards for public sector applications. My government is aiming to establish state-of-the-art IT and IT-enabled services parks in Jammu and Srinagar to attract and generate employment and create a robust technology ecosystem. This initiative emphasizes government, industry, academia collaboration. A center of excellence in AI has been sanctioned with an outlay of 20 crores over 4 years. This center is set to drive research and applications of AI in education and governance and regional security startup. The rollout of e-offices 2.0 up to Tehsil and block level has been institutionalized, has institutionalized paperless governance. As of today, 21,972 users of 4,061 offices have been onboarded. The system has ensured transparent file movement, faster decision making and improved administrative efficiency, reinforcing accountable and citizen-centric governance. To make government services more accessible, a centralized WhatsApp-based service delivery platform will be introduced. Citizens will soon be able to access 100 to 150 high-volume services across 15 departments through secure multilingual chatbots. My government will invest in advanced capacity building training for citizens, and the Chief Minister's IT initiative program will be further strengthened to build future-ready talent pool capable of supporting a digital Jammu and Kashmir. The GAD information technology sector has been allocated 109 crores, an increase of 36 crores over the previous year. To promote afforestation, we have planted 510 lakh saplings over the last 5 years to expand tree cover. In 25-26, around 5,000 hectare area will be afforested and around 1 lakh saplings will be planted under various schemes. Demarcation and digitization of forest boundaries are being accelerated for protection of forest lands. We are targeting 19,752 installations and 55,056 surveys of boundary pillars. For development of wetlands and zoological infrastructure, 35 crores has been earmarked. Additionally, 25 crores has been earmarked for Wooler Lake, covering eco parks, shoreline protection, cultural walkways, cycling tracks, and recreational spaces. Wildlife conservation and rescue infrastructure are being strengthened. 24 enclosures are open to the public at Jammu Zoo, with 11 more planned, and new species like striped hyenas, zebra, rhino, red panda and other primates are being added in a graded fashion. The forest and wildlife sector has been allocated 241 crores under capital expenditure, an increase of 60 crores over the previous year. Grain storage projects are being undertaken to create storage capacity at strategic locations. FCI has conveyed in-principle approval for leasing these spaces, thereby creating business opportunities for packs in fruit grain storage. 3 such storage projects of 1,000 MT at Rajbagh, Kathua, and of 2,500 MT each at Mirhama, Kulgam, and Turkpura, Kupwara are under construction. These facilities will improve price realization for farmers and ensure preservation of food grains. We have also fully operationalized 2 new schemes announced in last year's budget. The cash credit limit scheme for PACs will enhance the working capital availability and enhance timely disbursement of short-term credit to farmers. Similarly, the Cooperative Infrastructure Fund has been created to provide dedicated financial support for building and upgrading cooperative infrastructure. The cooperative sector has been allocated 27 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27. Having outlined the sector-wise priority and budgetary allocations of my government, I now turn to a set of focused initiatives which will directly touch the lives of our people. These measures reflect our commitment to social justice, inclusive growth, and targeted welfare, and are aimed at providing immediate relief and long-term empowerment to the most vulnerable sections of society. My government will enhance budgetary support to the Jammu and Kashmir Trade Promotion Organization to actively promote handicrafts and handloom products through regular buyer-seller meets, creating direct market linkages between local artisans and national and international buyers. This initiative will strengthen market access, branding income opportunities for artisans, and help position Jammu and Kashmir's handicrafts as a globally competitive cultural and economic asset. I am happy to share that we have received financial support of up to 200 crores for the construction of Unity Mall. It will serve as the craft bazaar, providing permanent platform for local products, handicrafts, handlooms, and traditional enterprises from all states and UTs. Under the third component of SASCI, Jammu and Kashmir was allocated 210 crores, which have been leveraged for providing our share of eligible CSS schemes. My government has made rapid progress in financial management reforms by smoothly transitioning all centrally sponsored schemes from treasury mode to Sparsh. We have also mandated the use of Aadhaar-based payments for all DBT CSS. Under Sparsh module rollout, 151 SNA accounts have been opened with Reserve Bank of India. The cyber treasury is fully operational. Sanctions of over 2,500 crores were received and over 23,000 bills have been processed. I propose the modernization of the accountancy training institutes at Srinagar and Jammu with a cost of 10 crores under SASCI framework. My government has submitted a proposal for availing 350 crores under this incentive to build long-term institutional capacity. This initiative will place Jammu and Kashmir among the leading states and union territories in digital financial governance and marks our commitment to a transparent, corruption-free and citizen-centric financial system. My government is fully aware that a number of posts in far-flung and difficult areas remain persistently vacant due to challenging living and working conditions. This affects service delivery in critical sectors such as health, education and administration. I wish to inform this august House that my government is actively contemplating a structured incentive scheme for employees posted in such remote and hardship areas. In such remote and hardship areas, with the objective of improving retention and ensuring equitable access to public services for those citizens living in the most difficult terrains. This initiative will aim to balance the employee welfare with effective governance so that no region of Jammu and Kashmir remains underserved due to staffing constraints. My government will ensure that all industrial units availing any form of government concession, whether in the form of subsidy, electricity or land, must give due priority to employment of local youth from Jammu and Kashmir. So that industrial growth directly translates into jobs, skills and income opportunities for the residents of Jammu and Kashmir. This policy will align investment with inclusive development, ensuring that the benefits of industrialization are shared equitably with local communities and contribute meaningfully to regional prosperity. To support horticulturalists, I announced the implementation of the restructured weather-based insurance scheme. Or the RWBIS in J&K for apple, traditional and high density both, saffron in Kashmir division, and mango, lychee and saffron in Jammu division, in which the sum insured would be 6,594.93 crores. Currently, 68 controlled atmosphere stores with a combined capacity of 2.92 lakh metric tons are operational against the requirement of 6 lakh metric tons. An additional 15,000 metric tons of CA capacity is being added in 25-26 and 38,000 metric ton CA capacity is aimed in 26-27. To ensure balanced regional development and wider dispersal of CA storage infrastructure, I propose to focus top-up subsidy for such CA storage in districts other than the districts of Pulwama and Shupaiya, where CA capacity has now saturated. For achieving this target, 40 CA stores with an investment of 1,400 crores would be needed. Subsidy of 600 crores would be provided by the government, and top-up subsidy shall be available to these CA stores starting from 26-27. The government will provide 25% top-up subsidy for popularizing micro and sprinkle irrigation systems. In the first instance, I have earmarked 116.86 crores for the purpose, which will improve and enhance water use efficiency by 60 to 80% and benefit farmers of 3 lakh hectare land. I am announcing the aromatic and medicinal plan mission with financial outlay of 150 crores. I am allocating 10 crores in the next financial year. This mission will leverage the vast natural resources of Jammu and Kashmir and substantially boost livelihood and income generation opportunities. Jammu and Kashmir has been importing high genetic breed animals from all over the world since the 1980s, but after a few years, we are left with crossbreed animals. Last year, 600 Dorper and Texel sheep from Australia and 40 bulls from USA have been imported. This process will go on in coming years. To ensure high genetic breed remains intact, my government will establish one embryo transfer technology lab in every district by investing 65 crores in a phased manner. I propose to further strengthen rural infrastructure, sanitation and livelihood by supporting converging and optimally leveraging various central government schemes with a special focus on achieving ODF plus status across rural Jammu and Kashmir. To ensure long-term sustainability of these assets, I further propose to leverage district capex funds from 26-27 onwards for engaging capable agencies for professional operation and maintenance of rural sanitation infrastructure so that these facilities remain functional, hygienic and community-owned. My government remains deeply committed to ensuring the safety, comfort and spiritual experience of pilgrims visiting the holy Sri Amarnath Ji Shrine. During 2025-26, over 200 infrastructure projects works for Sri Amarnath Ji Yatra were completed, improving safety and pilgrim experience. I propose to further modernize pilgrim infrastructure with an outlay of 180 crores during 26-27 in partnership with the Border Roads Organization to improve road connectivity, emergency response systems and logistical support. This initiative will ensure that the Sri Amarnath Ji Yatra becomes safer, smoother and more dignified for pilgrims from across the country. My government has launched the JKE Pathshala DTH channel to ensure universal access to quality education for students across Jammu and Kashmir, especially in remote and hilly areas. This free-to-air channel, broadcast through Doordarshan DTH, delivers curriculum-aligned classes from class 1 to 12 without dependence on internet connectivity. 2 dedicated digital studios have been established and over 300 educational videos have already been produced. From next year, we will also develop a class-specific channel through e-Pathshala initiative, which would greatly complement the efforts of our teaching community. My government will introduce indoor games such as chess and carom facilities in all government schools of J&K to promote holistic development of students. This initiative aims to strengthen cognitive skills, strategic thinking, concentration and decision-making abilities. An amount of 18 crores has been earmarked for this purpose. I propose to upgrade 1,000 Anganwadi centers into modern Bal Vidyalayas at a cost of 72,000 per center, with improved learning spaces, child-friendly infrastructure and enhanced safety standards so that our youngest children receive a nurturing and stimulating educational environment. I further propose to construct 127 new Anganwadi centers, one in each CDPO block, to bridge critical infrastructure gaps and ensure every child has access to quality early childhood care and nutritional services. I propose an outlay of 70 crores for scholarship support to over 3 lakh tribal students, covering 2.82 lakh pre-metric and 17,000 post-metric scheduled tribe students, so that no tribal child is deprived of education due to financial hardships. To promote forest-based livelihoods, 100 Vandham Dhan Vikas Kendras are being set up under the PM Van Dhan Yojana with an outlay of 15 crores. I propose to further promote tribal homestays in tourism potential areas with financial support of 5 lakhs each per unit to create sustainable income opportunities and community-based tourism models. A pilot community platform for tribal artisans and clusters is being launched with 50 lakhs to improve branding and market access. The extension block of Lal Ded Hospital in Srinagar will be commissioned in 26-27 at a cost of 180 crores to augment gynecology and obstetrics capacity with 108 additional beds and an NICU facility. We will also introduce the IVF facility in Lal Ded Hospital. The construction of a 249-bedded mother and child care hospital at GMC Anantnag will be initiated in 26-27. I further propose to establish full-fledged emergency medical departments in all government medical colleges over the next 2 financial years to ensure round-the-clock trauma care, rapid emergency response, and improved survival outcomes for accident victims and critical patients. Cardiology services are being strengthened with the inauguration of 2 new cath labs at GMC Anantnag and Jammu. With further funding, 17 critical care blocks, 2 100-bedded and 12 50-bedded are under construction. I propose to strengthen advanced cardiac care services in Jammu and Kashmir by establishing cath labs at Government Medical College Rajouri and Government Medical College Baramulla during 26-27 at a total cost of 30 crores. A cath lab at GMC Doda for the Chenab Valley will also be taken up. The Food Safety Organization will be strengthened through enhanced testing facility and funding to safeguard public health. In recent years, Jammu and Kashmir has witnessed a concerning rise in the incidence of cancer, posing a serious public health challenge for our people. Recognizing the urgency of this issue, my government will roll out a cancer control strategy for J&K in collaboration with Niti Aayog and ICMR. The focus will be on implementing various interventions and strategies for management of cancer in Jammu and Kashmir and will include collaborations for infrastructure development, training and capacity building. To strengthen peripheral healthcare systems and enhance quality and availability of medical services, my government will implement a time-bound action plan for upgradation of medical services in peripheral medical colleges based on the recommendations of a high-level committee already constituted for this purpose. The focused upgradation will lead to a significant qualitative improvement in healthcare delivery, reduce referrals on tertiary hospitals, and ensure specialized medical services reach people closer to their homes. I propose to establish 2 dedicated emergency and accident hospitals, one at Uri and another at Punch, to strengthen critical healthcare infrastructure in border areas which are prone to shelling, cross-border incidents and natural emergencies. These hospitals will be equipped to provide 24/7 trauma care, emergency surgery and critical medical services, ensuring rapid medical response during accidents, disasters and security-related incidents. I also propose the purchase of bulletproof ambulances for border districts, starting with 2 ambulances for Punch and Tangdhar in the next financial year. Last year we had started the free bus service for ladies. I propose to extend this year. I propose to extend the free government transport facility to persons with disabilities. This initiative will allow persons with disabilities better access to mobility. As a measure to ensure a strong social protection framework, I propose to provide full free waiver to all students belonging to AAY families studying in government schools from class 9 to class 12 who are not covered under any other education-related scholarship scheme. This measure will ensure that no child from the poorest household is forced to discontinue secondary education due to financial constraints. The scheme will have a high-impact investment in human capital with minimal fiscal burden. To promote equitable access to higher education for the poorest youth and prevent dropouts at the college level due to economic hardship, I propose to extend full fee waiver to undergraduate students from AAY families studying in government degree colleges who have not received any scholarship assistance under any other scheme. This will ensure that poverty does not become a barrier to academic aspiration. I propose to introduce a sponsorship scheme covering 6,000 orphan children who have lost both parents or their sole breadwinner, having no stable source of income and are not receiving any such benefit from the Mission Vatsalya framework. Each child under this will receive a monthly sponsorship of 4,000 rupees through direct benefit transfer. To support education, nutrition, healthcare and basic living needs. This initiative reflects our government's commitment that no child shall be left behind due to circumstances beyond their control. To reduce the household energy burden on vulnerable families, improve health outcomes by discouraging use of solid fuels, and protect poor households from inflationary pressure, I propose to provide 6 free gas LPG cylinders per year. I propose to provide 6 free LPG gas cylinders per year to all AAY households of Jammu and Kashmir, covering the poorest of the poor. The scheme represents a direct cost of living relief for most deprived sections. Supplementary grant for the current financial year. The original grant for the financial year 25-26 was for 1,40,310 crore gross and 1,12,310 crore net of WMA of 28,000 crores. During the course of the year from 1st April 25 to 31st March 26, an amount of 3,077.04 crores shall be withdrawn in excess of grants in respect of demand number 1 general administration, 2 home, 6 power development, 7 education, 8 finance, 10 law, 20 tourism, 32 horticulture and 36 cooperative out of the consolidated fund of Jammu and Kashmir to defray expenses on services and purposes required during this purpose. This had been largely necessitated due to expenses related to Darbar move TA, salary arrears, purchase of vehicles, etc. My government is dedicated to expanding social security for the most vulnerable sections of society while enhancing J&K's competitiveness in the national economy through grassroots level reforms. This budget not only strengthens welfare measures, but also drives transformative programs to accelerate infrastructure development, productivity and economic growth, ensuring a more prosperous and inclusive Jammu and Kashmir. We need to ensure that this is done in a fiscally prudent manner. We need to explore every avenue for upscaling revenue generation while enhancing social protection for the poor. We need to ensure cost savings through austerity measures and efficiency measures. We must also improve the impact of public expenditure by leveraging scale, competitive and private initiative. Hence, it is proposed to reduce the rebate on high-speed diesel by 2 litres. This will rationalize the price of high-speed diesel and encourage shift towards cleaner technologies. Even with this reduction of rebate, the high-speed diesel price in Jammu and Kashmir will still be lower than in our neighbouring states like Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Delhi. For 26-27, the total gross receipts are estimated at 1,27,767 crores, including the provision for ways and means advances and overdraft of 14,000 crores. Given these receipts, the total gross expenditure is estimated at 1,27,767 crores. The total net budget estimates for fiscal 26-27 are 1,13,776 crores, excluding the provision for ways and means advances and overdraft. This includes 80,640 crores and 33,127 crores under revenue and capital expenditure respectively under the budget estimates for 26-27 and 90,018 crores and 23,749 crores as expected revenue receipts and capital receipts respectively under budget estimates for 26-27. The own tax revenues, both tax and non-tax our own revenues, both tax and non-tax are estimated at 31,800 crores. In addition to this, 42,752 crores is to flow as central assistance and 13,400 crores as CSS to Jammu and Kashmir. The tax GDP ratio was projected at 7.5% for 25-26. The tax GDP ratio is projected at 6.6% for 26-27. Fiscal deficit for the year 25-26 was estimated to be 2.98%. This was substantially lower than 5.5% in 24-25. The fiscal deficit for the year 26-27 is estimated to be 3.69%, which is substantially higher than 3.63% in 25-26. GDP for the year 25-26 has been projected at 2,88,422 crores, which showed a growth of 9.5% over the previous year. GDP for the year 26-27 has been projected at 3,15,822 crores, indicative nominal GDP, which shows a growth of 9.5% over the previous year. Honourable Speaker, sir, with these words, I commend the budget for the financial year 26-27 of Jammu and Kashmir to this August House for consideration. Thank you.
Honorable Chief Minister की बजट तकरीर आपने सुनी, इसकी कॉपी ऐवान की मेज पर रखी जाती है। presentation of supplementary statement of expenditure for the year 2025-26. Janab Omar Abdullah Sahab, Honorable Chief Minister.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I also present the supplementary statement of expenditure for the year 25-26.
इसके साथ ही हमारी आज की कार्रवाई खत्म होती है। अब हम कल मूर्ख 7 फरवरी शनिचरवार को सुबह 10 बजे फिर इसी जगह मिलेंगे। चाहते इंफॉर्मेशन मैं आपको स्टॉप नहीं करूंगा। हाँ बताओ आप क्या करें। चलो उसको बोलने दो।
थैंक यू सर। सर, हमारे किश्तवाड़ की लिफ्ट स्कीम की मैंने डिमांड की थी। सर, हमारे वहाँ पे आज भी आए दिन प्रोटेस्ट होता है पानी को लेके, लेकिन लिफ्ट स्कीम को लेके कोई फंड अप्रूव ही नहीं हुआ अभी तक। सर, यहाँ पे बड़ी बातें चल रही थी, टेंडर हो गया, मुबारकबादियां चल रही थी, लेकिन पता नहीं मेरे वहाँ पे ये टेंडर क्यों नहीं होता, वहाँ पे क्यों नहीं पानी मिलता। सर, बड़ा दुख होता है। सर, एक और सवाल है पानी को ही लेके है। सर, सरूड़ एरिया हमारा जो है पानी को लेके बिल्कुल डिफंक्ट है, वहाँ कोई पानी नहीं आता। सर, आज भी मैं वहाँ जाती हूँ, मेरी बहनें मुझसे सवाल पूछती है कि हमारे यहाँ पानी कब आएगा। मैं उनको कैसे जवाब दूं कि सीएम साहब की जो हमारी सरकार है वो पानी देने को भी तैयार नहीं है।
तैयार तो है। आप तशरीफ रखिए। सवाल देखो ऑनरेबल मेंबर, ऑनरेबल आप देखो तशरीफ। आपने सवाल पूछा, देखो ना, अब सवाल पूछा आपने। सप्लीमेंट्री होता है कि जो यहाँ सवाल पूछा जाता है उसी के बारे में अगर आपको कुछ क्लियरिफिकेशन चाहे, आप ये कहते हैं कि मैं जवाब दे दूंगा, ये जवाब दे देंगे। बोलिए अगर आप बोलना चाहते हैं तो मुझे कोई नहीं।
सर, ऑनरेबल मीर सैफुल्लाह साहब, ये आप सैफुल्लाह आप कर लें।
बताओ आपने तो पूछा सप्लीमेंट्री,
सेकंड सप्लीमेंट्री।
अरे इसमें बहस
की बात नहीं है सर।
15 मिनट हो गए
सर, बहस की बात नहीं है। एज पर रूल मेरे 2 सप्लीमेंट्री बनते हैं।
कोई रूल नहीं है।
राइट मेरा बनता है।
कोई सब रूल नहीं है सप्लीमेंट्री।
सर, मैं ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर साहब से गुजारिश करना चाहता हूँ कि बेसिकली जो यहाँ सैफुल्लाह साहब ने भी कहा, ये रुकी पड़ी है स्कीम्स, क्योंकि पैसा इसमें जो है पैसा नहीं आ रहा है। मैंने कंट्रैक्टर से भी बात की थी, मैंने उनको भी बुला के लाया था, उनसे भी बात की थी। उनका एक मुझे ये पता नहीं है, कुछ सेविंग्स वो कह रहे हैं, कुछ सेविंग्स है, अगर हमें फिलहाल उसमें से कुछ दिया जाए ताकि हम जो उनका जो रुका पड़ा काम है वो उसको कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं। अगर सेविंग्स आपके पास कुछ पड़ी है, उनका वो वागुजार अगर होता है थोड़ा बहुत, ताकि जो बचा कुचा काम है वो काम है जो कंप्लीट हो सके, हमारी स्कीमें चले।
जब पैसा आया नहीं तो सेविंग कैसे होगी? जब पैसा आया होगा तो फिर सेविंग होगी। बताइए
सर। ऑनरेबल एमएलए हजरात का कंसर्न है, इसमें शक नहीं। ऑनरेबल हमारे मीर सैफुल्लाह साहब, मैं गुजारिश करूंगा, बड़े सीनियर हमारे साथी हैं, तो इनकी जब इनका सवाल या इनके साथ जब मेरी गुफ्तगू होती है।
Yes, sir. It is a fact that the internationally known tourist destinations Dodpatri, Tosa Maidan and Yusmarg have remained closed for tourist activities for the last 9 months owing to security-related considerations. Part B. Yes, sir. The prolonged closure of these tourist destinations has adversely affected the local economy, thereby impacting the livelihood of ATV operators, vehicle owners, ponywalas, stall owners, guides, and other stakeholders dependent on tourism activity in these areas. C. Yes, sir. The continued closure caused distress among local youth, including those who had availed loans from various financial institutions for running tourism-related businesses in the said destination. Part